Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Geek Studios. I'm your host, Joel. Today is Wednesday, so that can only mean one thing, that this is your mini charge episode for May 13th, 2026. And it seems, if you've been reading the news and watching our podcast episodes, that Rivian has been making a lot of news lately. And today we have an update about their new AI voice assistants. If you've been following the EV space for the last few years, you know that software-defined vehicles isn't just a buzzword anymore. It's the front line of the war for your driveway. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a massive update coming out of Normal, Illinois. Rivian has officially pulled the curtain back on its new AI-powered voice assistant. Now, we've seen voice assistants in cars for decades. I have one in my Kia, which is okay. But what Rivian is launching today, and what they've been teasing since their Autonomy and AI Day last December, is something fundamentally different. It's called simply the Rivian Assistant, and it's rolling out right now to R1S and R1T owners. In this episode, we're going to break down exactly what this thing can do, how it stacks up against Tesla's Grok, the technical Rivian Unified Intelligence framework behind it, and why this marks a major shift in how Rivian plans to make money moving forward. Let's dive in. All right, so let's start with the basics. If you are a Gen 1 or Gen 2 Rivian owner, you likely woke up to a software update notification today. This isn't just a bug fix, this is the birth of, hey Rivian. The Rivian Assistant is an in-house developed AI voice assistant. You trigger it by saying, hey Rivian, or by holding down the left button on your steering wheel. But before you roll your eyes and think, oh great, another Siri clone, listen to how Rivian is positioning this. Unlike the voice command tools you find in phone mirroring systems like Apple CarPlay or Android Audio, which, let's be honest, Rivian still famously refuses to support, this assistance is embedded directly into the vehicle's hardware and software. Rivian claims this gives it unique power to talk to every single aspect of the vehicle. We're moving away from a rigid robotic phrasing. You don't have to say, command set temperature to 72. You just talk to it. It uses natural language, processing to understand complex multi-step requests. For example, during their tech demos, they showed a user asking to send a list of restaurant recommendations to a friend along with an updated ETA from the navigation system. This is a lot of heavy lifting happening in the background of Rivian Assistant. And here's the kicker for those of you who hate digging through the glove box. Rivian calls this an encyclopedia for your vehicle. It's been trained on the entire owner's manual. So if you're on the side of the road and need to know how to change a tire or what specific dashboard light means, you just ask. No more flipping through 300 pages of paper or endless Google searches. All right, so now let's get to a bit of the nerdy stuff. How is this actually working? According to the deep dives today from Inside EVs and Electric, you need to go check out those articles. The assistant is built on what the company calls Rivian Unified Intelligence. This is a multimodal AI framework. It doesn't just rely on one brain, it integrates custom large language models, some developed in-house and some external, with an orchestration type layer. Think of what orchestration layer as a traffic controller. It has to understand the vehicle's physical systems, like the suspension, the battery, the cameras, while simultaneously understanding your personal contacts. And this is where the upcoming R2 platform comes into play. While this is rolling out to R1 vehicles today, Rivian has designed the R2 hardware to deliver 200 sparse TOPS of edge AI compute. For those of you not in the industry, TOPS stands for Tera Operations per Second. This is a massive amount of processing power happening inside the car, not just in the cloud. This allows the assistant to be faster, more responsive, and eventually more capable of handling tasks, even when you have spotty data connections. And let's talk about the agentic framework. This is a term we've been hearing more in AI circles. It means the assistant can act as an agent on your behalf. The first major integration is with Google Calendar. If you connect your account, Hey Rivian can move your meetings, navigate you to your next appointment, and even text your contact if you're running late, all in one fluid conversation. Now, we can't talk about Rivian without talking about Tesla. And right now, the comparison is striking. Tesla recently launched Hey Grok, powered by Elon Musk's XAI. On the surface, they look similar. Both are AI assistants in high-end EVs. But as Electrek pointed out today, there is a massive functional gap. As of right now, Tesla's Grok can handle navigation. It can tell you jokes. It can be a little vulgar if you wanted to. It can look up stuff on the web. It can answer questions from the manual. But, and this is a big but, it still can't actually control many of the vehicle's core functions. It can't change your drive mode or adjust your ride height. Rivian, on the other hand, launched Hey Rivian with deep integration from day one. You can ask it to open the front, toggle into sport mode, show the side view cameras, or give you a range on arrival estimates. This highlights the different philosophies of the two companies. Tesla is aiming for a general AI that lives in your car, while Rivian is building a vehicle AI that actually operates the machine. It's a subtle but important distinction for the daily driving experience. However, there is one thing both companies agree on. They want your monthly subscription fee and your money. Let's talk about that catch. To use the Rivian AI Assistant, you have to have an active Connect Plus subscription. Now, Rivian is pricing this at $14.99 per month or $149.99 if you pay for the year up front. This is the new reality of the car industry. Features that used to be baked in are now behind a paywall. Is it worth $15 a month? If it truly replaces the need for a phone mount that makes the vehicle complex settings easier to navigate, many owners will likely say yes. I personally believe that pricing is not that bad and would probably pay for it myself. But with AI comes the P word, privacy. Rivian was very clear in their press release today about how they're handling your data. The assistant learns your personal context, like your favorite sports or your frequent contacts, but Rivian says this is saved to your individual driver profile. It isn't shared across users of the same vehicle. You can also toggle off the Hey Rivian wake up word if you don't want the car listening for its name, and you can disable the memory feature. So where do we go from here? The Rivian Assistant is hitting R1S and R1T vehicles as we speak. If you're an owner, check your app. The update is likely waiting for you. And for those waiting on the R2, which starts customer deliveries in just a few weeks, this AI is going to be a day one feature, likely running even smoother on that new hardware. If your vehicle gets that update, please put in the comments what you think. Love to hear your responses. This move by Rivian is a signal to the rest of the industry. It's not enough to have a big screen anymore. You need to have a brain behind that screen that actually understands the car it's sitting in. We'll be keeping a close eye on owner feedback over the next few weeks to see if the natural language processing holds up in the real world. Or are we still going to be shouting cancel at our dashboards? All right, that's your mini charge episode for today. Before you leave, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap that notification icon so you are alerted when new content drops. Also, give our video a hype. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your audio podcast, hit that follow button and leave us a comment. It really helps the show grow. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay charged and stay geeky. So long, everyone.